So it's been, about a few minutes since our last episode. But it's been quite a while since our last episode in this game. So, yeah, let's just begin. So, we're gonna continue with British Racing Green, 'cause I have a little bit of a story about it. So, I didn't actually say this in the episode, but I thought British Racing Green had to do with like a racing green, as in like.
Done much rallying?
Oh.
That's a joke. We've all seen what you've been up to. We're doing the next bit on location. You'll see why when you get there.
Okay, whatever. Oh. Well then.
Turn around when it is safe.
So I thought it referred to either the like the location where they race, or like a type of like turf, I guess, they raced on. But I was wrong because I'm stupid. Because it turns out British Racing Green refers to the color of basically British Racing Green. So, that when there was like official races and stuff with, I don't know what type of race, it was just like the racing back in the day. You had to be a specific color with your car, and there were really no sponsors. It was just all about the country and all that. And, I just realized that it wasn't. I realized that it was the color of the vehicles and not something else. I didn't realize, but so we're still in the Morgan. Which I'm not sure would have made it if it would have been stock, but I'm not sure would have made it off the jump enough to get enough points to if it wasn't stock. So close enough. Alright, so we're actually doing British Racing Green this time. Or we're gonna try to finish it up, because we're like halfway through, I think. Or actually, I don't think we are.
That most American of cars.
The
Ford Escort. Oh, that's British.
Nice.
And more than that, the Escort would become for many synonymous with Group B.
So that's why
In
we're
the
doing
70s,
rally.
Ford had embraced that destiny so firmly that they'd begun their own championships to find new drivers. Drivers for cars like the RS 1800. This was a car designed explicitly for rallying, with a powerful fuel-injected 1790cc Cosworth BDE engine.
Oh, come on! So, oh yeah, so I was complaining that my throat was hurting, or whatever, in the last episode. Oh my god.
Built 200 of them.
This is terrible.
The RS 1800 raced to victory after victory across the rallying world on almost every continent.
There we go. Keep it under control.
Terrain type imaginable.
I should have turned on traction control.
This car was
shit.
basically
Oh god.
unbeatable.
Hopefully we can get this. Hopefully this. Oh god. I think we may have kind of screwed that one up.
Brought home 17 World Rally Championship victories for Ford.
We're gonna have more, or is that it? Because usually there's like a past and a modern one. Yeah, there you go.
So,
Well, sort of modern.
Ford set out to design a better one. The RS 200 Evolution was their answer. A purpose-built rally car designed to do one thing: win Group B.
Yeah, so I got something to drink and a little snack.
1.8 turbocharged Ford Cosworth
Just stay on the
DDT
dirt
engine
roads again.
and all-wheel drive. The RS200 had perhaps the best suspension platform of any car of its era.
Sure. I mean, this is really smooth.
The chassis was fiberglass from Reliance,
Surprisingly easy to
and a
drive.
parts bin was raided to give the car that
Well, at least compared to the last one. It's also significantly quicker. Oh, God. Okay. So look at that. 10 exactly. Didn't waste a single second staying on the roads.
Turbo lag at low RPM and a poor power-to-weight ratio meant that it never placed better than third.
Ah. That's a little disappointing. This car is
The end of
really
history
good.
in the mid-80s,
Whoa! That was a
the
jump.
RS200 as a rallying
Oh,
car.
God.
Fortunately,
We barely made it in time.
200 as part of the homologation requirements for Group B. So
Ah,
you can still
alright.
find them,
Only 2
if you're
stars.
lucky.
Awesome. Yeah, so I was like, ah, cool, we have dilly bars. Awesome. Even though it's chocolate, it's good enough. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Ah, British Racing Green level 4. Spiffing! Nice. Oh. Good. I'll totally use that a lot. So there's, some wheel spins that we still need to do, so I'll do those before getting into this next part. Even though we could probably wait for a little bit just to sort of split it up into 2 parts, but nah. 70,000 credits. That's nice. Makes up for a little bit of what we spent on that, or on the Morgan last episode. 60,000. That makes up for more than the rest of it. All right, I think I might have that already, but that's whatever. Got the Macarena. Yes. All right. And I think that's basically all that we have, so let's go more into the British Racing Green. This is the 5th part, I think. Yeah, I thought we were halfway through, but then I think I just kind of remembered it wrong. I don't know, it doesn't matter enough. Oh!
I really like this car. Not that I'd want to drive it for too long. Squeeze yourself in there and let's see just how fast you can make it go.
Damn it.
Which won't be too fast. But hey, I could be surprised.
Come on. Alright, the peel!
The Peel P50.
Oh, look at that acceleration. You can make this thing go ridiculous, or you can make like some of the smaller cars go quite fast in this game. Oh, God.
Engine capable of a heinous 38 miles an hour.
Ooh.
And a handle, so you can pick it up and carry it with you when you get to work.
God, this thing's ridiculous. I just need to beat the speed trap, but I don't have a lot of time to get there.
Had the single wheel at the front. Why would
What
you think
the
that was a
fuck?
good idea?
Come on! Hit VTEC! Hit VTEC!
In 2010, though, production restarted.
Damn it!
In Ashfield. So.
Aw, come on! How do I get it fast? How do I do that faster? Because I just don't hit a pole in the middle of the road. Jesus. The Pt.14! Ay, ay, ay. Look at that acceleration. Yeah, you can make some of like the really small cars go stupidly fast in this game. It's really surprising. But they made it so you can upgrade so many things in this game, like a lot more than Horizon 3, so. Because I assume that, I hope that all of the cars in the last game that were just like, the only thing you can do to this is remove the restrictors on like the engine upgrades. Hopefully that's been changed. Which I don't know if that was a thing on the Morgan, which we could remove the restrictors, but we could also like put other stuff like upgrade the turbo and the cams. So hopefully we get some. Ooh.
How about a car with some actual legroom and some actual speed?
Ooh.
This section's about what happened when McLaren decided to make a road car.
Ooh.
You're going to enjoy this.
The F1. I like it.
The track and the road have very different
Traction control is very much still off.
more than willing to embrace.
As far as I know, I mean, I thought I might have turned it on, but it is very much off.
Sports car the world has ever seen. By 1993, they had achieved their goal, and the honestly fantastic F1 was the result. 106 would be built across all variants, and it remains one of the very best road cars
Oh,
ever
really? Only
made.
106 have been built?
The F1
That's crazy.
has no turbocharger. That would have compromised the driving experience, increased complexity.
Can you not put a
resulted
turbocharger on
in
it?
turbo lag. The F1 is a
I assume you
naturally
can just
aspirated
because, but
supercar.
I don't
One of
know.
the fastest in the world, in fact. Everything
Naturally
about this car
aspirated.
is innovative. From the carbon fiber monocoque to the central driver position.
There's carbon
The
fiber.
car
There's
throws
a
the
set.
flame they designed.
Oh my god.
The
No.
F1's monocoque chassis is incredibly
Oh,
light.
come on.
Only 100 kilos all told, which poses
Get some
a
grip.
significant challenge.
I'm sorry,
because
I'm like
carbon
talking
fiber
over.
and fiberglass aren't great insulators. So, McLaren lined the entire engine compartment with gold.
Oh my god.
In 1998, the F1 prototype set the world record for fastest production car, a record that would stand for 2 decades until the Koenigsegg CCR claimed the crown. McLaren's racing
Oh, that was so terrible.
was ingrained in this machine that when they took it to Le Mans,
And then the
in
Veyron claimed it
1995,
afterwards, and
they
then...
fought against purpose-built racing machines.
Damn it.
They won.
Oh no. That's not supposed to happen. Damn, that sucked. Alright, I think I need to definitely turn on traction control for that.
So, with something like the F1 to live up to, where do you go next? Well, you throw
There's
the
another
book
part.
away again and write an even better one. The result is the McLaren P1, a hybrid electric sports car that stands head and shoulders above the F1.
Oh, okay. I was like, I mean, usually there's a second part.
The P1 GTR
The P1.
hit 60 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds. That's 0.7
I mean, this isn't the
seconds
P1 GTR,
faster
this is
than
just
the
the P1.
That's an
I mean, P1 GTR is
car.
pretty great, but still. So we need to race the speed trap and smash the speed target.
Delivered by a twin-turbo V8, supplemented by a McLaren ECU electric motor.
I mean, why should I...
Why
Why should I listen to their rules? You say, are they gonna make me listen to their rules?
Remember those
Come
problems with
on.
turbo lag? McLaren solved that with the hybrid drive.
Boom!
While the turbos build pressure, the electric motor drives the wheels. No turbo lag.
Yes!
Just torque.
Oh,
And
good.
because it's a hybrid,
I mean, I wouldn't
it
mind
has
doing that
more
again,
electric
but...
range.
Oh,
And on
yes!
batteries alone, that's 6.2 miles. A bit more if you're going downhill.
Yeah, really, the hypercars, like the 918, the LaFerrari, and the P1, they're only hybrid in name only, or they're hybrid in name only. They can't go very far on electric power alone. Nice, I like it. I would have preferred the Forza edition car, but you know, whatever. What do we have left? Oh, we have 4 chapters left? Okay. I didn't think about it. I didn't realize we had so many left. Where are we driving now?
I quite
Oh!
like sleeper cars. Did Alex ever tell you the story of what we got up to in Colorado? There was this sleeper car competition, you see. Let's just say no one was ready for the sunbeam.
Alright then.
Lotus never quite let go of the upgrade game. So in addition to building their own supercars, they upgraded cars from other marques too. The Lotus Carlton was one such aftermarket upgrade. Lotus took a respectable 4-door Vauxhall saloon and turned it into a supercar.
So the
From
Vauxhall
outside,
Lotus
there
Carlton.
are a few signs that this is something special. Wider wheel arches, that sort of thing.
Oh!
Under the bonnet, where the magic starts.
That was amazing. Imagine trying to fix that for the actual show.
Engine capacity was increased to 3.6 litres, and twin Garrett T25 turbochargers.
I think you can find some other footage to
and new crankshafts
to put that voice over.
and machined in Germany.
Forged by Opel. Of course they were.
At the roundabout,
Again, why should I listen to your rules?
the tyres were widened, and the tyre compound from the Lotus Esprit was used. To handle
Okay, so we have to get to the destination.
They put in the self-
Oh, we're not gonna have a lot of time. And there's so much traffic!
The only upgrade they didn't put in was an electronic speed limiter. All of this resulted in the Lotus Carlton, designated Type 104 by Lotus. A 177 miles per hour supercar.
That was terrible. That didn't work out very well.
Only 950 of these custom gems were built, and they've become something of a modern classic.
What else are we gonna do?
The Lotus Carlton
Oh,
was
just
an example
others.
of how to turn
So the
a
Sunbeams. How
saloon
about
into a
Sunbeam?
Supercar. But that's not the only thing Lotus got up to. In 1979, Chrysler approached Lotus to create a strict rally version of their Sunbeam 3-door hatchback. Lotus, as you might imagine, rather enjoyed the challenge.
So Chrysler went to Lotus to help them make a rally car.
They took the rear-wheel drive hatchback and changed everything that matters. They stiffened the suspension, improved the anti-roll bars, and widened the transmission tunnel.
Ah! Okay. Oh, okay. And we just need to get to the destination quick enough, so
it's
the only thing I'm gonna worry about. Probably gonna try to stay silent as well.
Slant 4-cylinder engine, resulting in an impressive 250 brake horsepower, up from a meager 105 on the original.
Okay. That was terrible. Oh God. I need to put on some traction control. Oh, come on, man. I might not make it.
The Lotus Sunbeam was revealed to the public in 1979 in Geneva to widespread praise in the motoring media.
I imagine Switzerland enjoyed that. See, why is there always like motor racing stuff going on in like Switzerland, even though they don't like it? I don't know. Or like car things going on, even though they don't like them.
More importantly, the Lotus Sunbeam saw racing success too. In 1980, Henri Toivonen won the 20th Lombard RAC Rally in his Sunbeam.
Oh God! This thing is just a problem. Why is it 1.7 miles? It's so close.
It almost makes you wonder if
I managed to make it. I'm surprised.
It's a silly question, actually. Lotus should do more conversions. In fact, I'll call them right now.
think I need to give myself traction control. Maybe that'll make it easier a little bit, maybe, to control that stuff, but I don't know. Alright. Let's continue on. With more British Racing Green.
I honestly think these might be some of the most
course.
beautiful cars in the world. And the story of how it came about is, well, really British. Get in the car and let's get this segment. Jaguar is a bit of a favourite of mine. The company is almost 100 years old and was originally founded to build sidecars for motorcycles. But this is the car that really set the bar, I think. The 1961 E-Type. When he saw it,
Not the D-Type?
Ferrari called it the most beautiful car in the world.
Really?
High praise indeed.
You know, he was making cars at the time. Whoa, the game.
This car ever since. It's been in movies, comics, games, and TV shows.
Well, of course, it's in a game right now.
Unlike some later
And a TV
cars
show
of
right
the
now.
world, it wasn't just looks though. The E-Type was light and fast. It would do 153 miles an hour and stopped on innovative four-wheel brakes that were better than anything Ferrari or Porsche.
Are you saying
or
that
even
cars older
Mercedes-Benz
than this
had.
didn't have brakes on all four wheels, or you're saying that they just had better four-wheel brakes?
It
Like,
was
actually
solid,
good
too,
four-wheel
with
brakes.
a design based on the D-Type that won the 24 Hours of Le Mans 3 years in a row.
Oh, what is going on here? Oh,
Take the second exit.
again, I'm gonna go the weird way. I'm gonna go the shorter way, technically,
It is safe to do so.
because I'm not gonna listen to what this game
Anyone
says.
who owns an E-Type will tell you that the key to their reliability is to drive them regularly, as if you'd need the excuse.
Oh, I was gonna try to get the nice like slowdown in there, but
2,500 were built, and they're a common
Nah.
sight at auto shows, and surprisingly reasonably priced. All in all, an almost perfect Jaguar.
so we're gonna get another one. You have to do.
The E-Type was the successor
Oh,
to the
the
Le Mans
Project
winning
7.
D-Type.
Oh boy.
What would that look like if Jaguar designed it today? In 2013, Jaguar answered that question with the F-Type Project 7, a spiritual successor to the E-Type, and designed from the ground up to be the purest, most enjoyable Jaguar yet.
Ooh.
The car's heritage is proudly displayed in the gorgeous D-Type curves.
It does have the whole like.
Distinctive
There's a
aero
thing behind
behind
the driver's seat.
But like the E-Type, it's not just a pretty face.
Here's this thing in the tunnel.
Powered
That's
by a
awesome.
5-litre V8 supercharged engine. With a fully aluminium body, it's blisteringly fast. With a 0 to 60 speed of 3.8 seconds.
This thing is
And
awesome.
a top speed of 186 miles an hour.
Mmm.
A car as beautiful as this must surely have
God
been carefully
damn
thought
it.
of design. Actually, it started as a sketch by designer Cesar Pieri, thrown together one Friday.
God, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not using. Use your turn signal.
Design director Ian Callum saw the sketch in a
Ah!
copy of Cesar's computer during
Why is
the
everybody
night
trying to hit
and
me?
asked him what it was. The rest is history.
Oh God! All right, I think I can make it because it's always a fucking thing in the way. I'm gonna actually have to go around it this time.
Project 7s were built, as
So I'm not gonna
successor
take
to
this
the
thing.
E-Type
All right.
and
All right.
the
Well, sort of
celebration
taking this thing
Jaguar's
through the middle.
victories at Le Mans.
That sucks. Ooh, this is gonna be a little bit difficult. We may or may not make it there. I'm gonna need to try a little bit harder next time, because this is not gonna be 3 stars. I'm gonna make it, just it's gonna be kind of annoying. Ah! Damn it! There's so much traffic!
Thank heavens for Cesar's Friday afternoon doodle.
1 star! Ah! 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 Ouch! Okay, that was terrible. Alright, we have a couple more parts to go, a few more parts to go. So, we will finish this off, and then we will probably end the episode and go on to something different afterwards. Alright, so we have... I'm still not gonna look, because it'll probably tell me what's going on there. Actually, I'll probably say, like, the name of the thing, but that... I don't know, whatever. We'll see what we get. We've gone through most of British cars. That's also another one. Forgot about that.
A spot of rallying in the most British car of them all. Get in, strap in, and let's nail this one.
So the classic Mini Cooper rally, basically. Well, is it Austin Cooper? What? Stay on the road this time. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's slightly easier than staying on the dirt road, but... Oh, look at that! Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all.
It's an icon of popular culture. It's been built on every continent where there's a car factory. It's the Mini.
Yeah, of course it is. Let's go!
Performance machine with deeper engines, twin carburetors, and front disc brakes. This scrappy little machine would go on to achieve more than 30 racing victories in the 1960s
Whoa.
and 1970s.
I mean, this thing is not bad. I mean, it looks like it has the sort of rally spec type thing, but...
At the 1964 Monte Carlo Rally. Driven by Paddy Hopkirk and Henry Liddon, this was the last time the British crew would
Chickens! I'm off the road!
the last time a Mini would. At Monte Carlo in 1966, Minis took the first, second, and third positions.
Well, that's
They
impressive.
were all disqualified because of dimming headlamps. Not because they were winning everything in sight.
Hey,
In
dimming
1999,
headlamps? What does
the
that
Car
mean?
Victory Award was
God
presented
damn it.
to the most influential car of the 20th century. The Mini came second. It was beaten by the Model T Ford. That's fair, I suppose. 5.3
It's kind of surprising
million
that
Minis would be sold.
that the Mini of
The most
everything will get
popular
second in
British
that whole
car.
thing. Even after that, I mean, obviously it's like an important car, but it's like there's much more like influential and popular things out there than the Mini. But whatever, I'm not gonna question it. Oh,
And then in 2000, BMW resumed production of the Mini, breathing new life into the iconic mark. If the Mini of the 1960s
feel like this is
had
not
its sights
fair.
set on the roads of Monte Carlo, the X-rayed Countryman has its eyes on something a little tougher.
yeah. Again, saying modern Minis is
The
one of these
deserts and
things,
rough
but
terrain of the Dakar for starters. A wit once said that the only thing Mini in this monster was the pedal. That's rather missing the point, I think.
yeah. So we have to do basically the same thing, but stay on the dirt roads.
It has to be.
Oh, that's dumb. I don't. I mean, you can obviously cut corners, which I'm gonna try to do quite a lot because doing this is oh no. Ah. I also can't really tell where the roads are, so this game. I mean, I'm glad the game gives you like 10 seconds to get back on the road, but still.
When Mini's X-rayed division set out to build this thing, they had one goal in mind.
Whoa!
Dakar. And they did. Every year. From 2012 to 20...
That's kind of impressive. Ah, come on! You do it with basically this
In
thing?
400 yards.
I assume so. That makes sense, I guess. No, stop hitting those.
It's designed to be driven for 2 weeks over deserts and badlands, 5 kilometers above sea level. And it still handles like a hot pack.
Oh,
on a nice
God.
dry edge.
Oh. Just go. We can make it.
Owners come and go. The heritage of a car like the Mini is more than who owns the keys to the shop.
Alright.
I fully expect to see Mini.
Yo, using a modern Mini is
for another
kinda
century.
cheating. Because, you know, it's more German now, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into that or say that that's something, I don't know, whatever. Okay. Well, you do not get a lot of influence for this. You also don't get a lot of money for this. Ooh. What do we get? British Racing green jacket. Cool, actually. I like that. And of course we get one of these. Alright, what are we gonna get? Ah, the 1959 Jaguar Mark II. I quite liked using this in Horizon 3, although I haven't used it in a while, but you know. I quite liked using that. And I believe there's still one more. You save the best for the last bit, so we'll see what we got here. I believe this is our last chapter, and then we'll be moving on to a different story. Ah,
This is quite the story.
Bentley.
Bentley at Le Mans in the 1930s. Gentleman racing,
Why don't we have-
heroic driving, and a personal
Do we not
hero.
actually have the
Take good care
the?
of the cars, though. Both of them are mine.
Don't they actually have an old?
Bentley.
Oh, without exceeding the damage limit. I thought it said speed limit, and I was like, what?
North London, and purchased by Rolls-Royce in the 30s. A company synonymous with both racing and luxury. Perhaps the best example.
I don't know. Do we not have like an old Bentley in this game? I thought we did, but I guess I might have been wrong. Well, there was like the Bentley twin blower or whatever it is. Ah!
So at the beginning of the
It's okay. It's okay. We're not doing too. Okay. All right. All right. This isn't helping.
There are a great many questions.
This is all right. Let's not exceed any more damage than that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad it's not Rolls Royce, because that'd be very like disappointing and boring. But you know, whatever. It's 3 miles away.
The move to mass production has done nothing to blunt the Bentley experience. The 2017
All right. Again, we're going the wrong way around, but it still doesn't really matter.
Beautifully designed.
As long as we don't hit anything. Just trying to get it done slightly faster. So we have another Bentley. Is it like the racing one? I can assume it is, but this is
It
like,
brings together all-wheel drive.
I don't know.
Carbon fiber bonnet sides and side
I mean, usually it's like a classic car and like a modern car, but in this one it's like 2 modern cars. But I'm not gonna question it, unless they're going from modern to classic. Because I mean, I don't remember. I just keeps like slightly sliding it around some corners.
Bentley's pedigree is racing, and the Bentley Continental embraces that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
In 2007, a largely standard Continental Speed GT broke Bugatti's record for the flying kilometre on the frozen Baltic Sea. In 2011, they broke
No!
the record.
Get on the road.
2.5 miles
Oh,
an hour
what?
Both ways, on ice. Even when building these gorgeous Grand Tourers, Bentley is driven to excellence.
Oh, what? If I take a turn up here. Oh, that's annoying. That was pretty
Today,
terrible.
Bentley means modern, peerless luxury and elegance. But that's far from the full story.
So are we actually going from modern to, like, classic? Oh, we are!
A century ago, Bentley meant something else entirely. It meant Le Mans. In 1930, eccentric race team owner Dorothy Paget financed a rather special Bentley at the Le Mans. It was a 4.5-litre supercharged masterpiece, driven by Sir Henry Bentley Boy Birkin. It posted the
When was the last time that someone with the name Sir has, like, won a race? Or, like, been an official, like, race driver?
Sir Henry's courageous driver
Shift up!
Caracciola's 7-litre Mercedes out of the race at the cost of his own victory.
Shift up!
In doing so,
Speed!
he ended the day for Bentley Sixes. A gentleman racer indeed.
It only took us like 20 seconds. As long as we don't hit anything, I think we'll be fine.
Sir Henry knew he didn't have anything to prove. In 1929, the adventurer Mrs. Mary Victor Bruce had already driven the resolutely modern 4.5.
It's only have 4 gears?
Setting distance, speed, and endurance records. The Bentley's performance so annoyed Ettore Bugatti that he called it the world's fastest lorry.
Wow, we barely have enough time to get there. I hope that doesn't count negative. I mean, you can't even, like, do it quicker than that.
In 2012, it was sold at auction for over £4 million, which is more than enough to buy a Veyron and a racing truck, if you're keeping score.
Damn. Alright, I mean, I think I might have to do slightly better with the first section, but I don't know. Whatever, I get it. I can math 5,000 plus 0. Hey. Oh, we get a super wheel spin next time. Is that it for that, or is there still more?
I told them, can't make a film about car culture around here without you in.
Ah, okay. So we still have this is stunt driver. All right, let's go to stunt driver. So we'll actually do stunt driver next time. But right now,
I'll let you know if they need you back.
right now we're gonna be done. Like I said, next time we'll do that. And then yeah, we'll see what happens. And I'll finish. I'll probably 3-star all that stuff on my own time, just because, you know, it'd be easier for me to do that, especially once I can figure out exactly what I need to do, so I can just do them like over and over until I get it right.